Ever since her Disney days, Dove Cameron has been the one to watch. From starring in Descendants to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., this talented actress has worked her way into her fans' hearts. But it's been a while since we've last seen her on our screens. What really happened to her? And where is she now? Will we see her anytime soon? Let's take a look back at Dove Cameron's life growing up, her rise to fame, and where she is today, as well as some of her upcoming projects to look out for. Cameron started her acting career at the age of just 8 in a community theater in Brainbridge Performing Arts. She played the role of young Cosette in a school production of Les Mis, and only a year later, she landed the lead role of Mary in The Secret Garden. Cameron has starred in Showtime's hit series Shameless as Holly Herkimer before she was cast in the Disney's Bits and Pieces, where she played a role of Alana. She also had some minor roles in shows like The Mentalist and Malibu Country, right before her big break as Liv and Maddie Rooney in Disney's comedy series Liv and Maddie. We also see her in Descendants 1, 2, and 3, and then in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as Ruby Hale, and even as a guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race. Aside from acting, Dove Cameron also side hustles as a singer, with 4 studio albums to show for herself. From being a child star to acting for Disney and Marvel, Cameron seems like she has always had her life in order, but nothing could be farther from the truth. Despite leading a seemingly successful life, Dove has a disturbing past filled with tragedy, struggles, and despair. This Disney star has dealt with a fair share of personal problems, including bullying and self-image issues, something she hasn't been shy of talking about. Cameron has openly talked about her experiences, revealing how she would think to herself, "These kids don't like me, they don't accept me." In interviews, she has recalled a few of the most upsetting instances from her school days, which included a few girls locking her in a janitor's closet, the times when other students would try to trip her in the hallways, and also when a girl intentionally spilled a drink on a custom-made dress. But according to the actress, the most upsetting incident occurred on a school field trip, where some girls brought razors to throw at her, adding some nasty comments about suicide. It didn't help that she also didn't have a lot of friends in school, leading her to experience extreme bouts of loneliness and depression. As for her issues with self-image, the star admitted to having insecurities about her appearance in the past. When asked in an interview if she'd always felt confident going makeup-free, she revealed that it hasn't always been the case and that she wore a lot of makeup to school as well. Although Dove viewed makeup as a fun experimentation, she also used it to cover up her physical insecurities. She revealed that there was a part of her that really wanted to wear makeup all the time because she felt like she wasn't beautiful underneath it. Luckily, the actress learned to accept her body, made peace with her insecurities, and realized that life is more than just looking good. But if she's doing so well, why haven't we seen her on screen again? Stick around to find out. Dove has stated numerous times that her willingness to engage openly with her fans is because of the fact that she had to cope with the concepts of death and mortality at a very young age. By that, she was referring to the fact that she was only 8 years old when she lost her best friend, who was murdered by her father before he took his own life in a murder-suicide. Whew, that's rough. Right before she landed her very first role in the TV series Shameless at the age of 15, she lost her father to suicide. Her father, Philip Allen Hosterman, was the founder of Kandahar Trading Company, and although she doesn't like to talk much about him, she has opened up about how the suicide affected her life. She revealed that she changed her name from Chloe Celeste Hosterman to Dove, which was a nickname from her father, in order to honor him. In an Instagram tribute, she talked about the intense pain and loss following his passing and called him the most beautiful man I've ever known, as well as revealing that she hopes to make a movie about him someday. 5 years after her father's suicide, the actress experienced another tragic loss of her friend, The Voice contestant and YouTuber Christina Grimmie, who was shot and killed in Orlando by a supposed fan as she was giving out autographs. The two stars had a close friendship and even released a song together called What a Girl Is a year prior. This heartbreaking incident occurred just 2 days prior to the Orlando nightclub shooting, which had 49 casualties. Cameron took to Twitter to express her sorrow and distress over both events. In a follow-up tweet, she stated that she hadn't stopped crying for 3 days. In 2019, the actress was hit with the death of her Descendants co-star Cameron Boyce, who passed away due to complications related to epilepsy, which left her and many of her other co-stars devastated. Cameron soon after posted a tearful black and white video on Instagram expressing her grief and sending condolences to Boyce's family. She revealed that Cameron wasn't just a colleague, but a friend and a brother to Dove. The star even got a tattoo of a revolver shooting out a single rose as a tribute to her co-star, explaining that it symbolizes peace and represents both of their views on gun control. Although Dove has undoubtedly suffered a lot, some people have a reason to believe that many of her stories may actually be a lie and have gone on to accuse her of some questionable behaviors. Numerous people who were in school with Dove Cameron have made a claim that, contrary to what the actress has told the media, she was, in fact, very popular in school and was a part of a group of girls who bullied other people. A Reddit user by the name Darth Mellon even described an occasion where she was the one who experienced bullying from Dove's friends, where the girls splashed her in the mud during lunch, and Dove didn't have a problem watching that happen. Even other people from her school have stated that Dove was never a victim of bullying and that she was, in fact, one of the bullies. However, some have spoken out in her defense that she's grown up now and is no longer participating in any bullying, although no one can say for sure. There have also been some claims regarding the truth about her name. Dove had revealed on Twitter that she changed her name to honor her dad after his passing, but after a bit of digging, fans noticed that she actually changed her name before her dad died. And in her dad's obituary, her name read Dove Cameron and not Chloe Hosterman. It also seems impossible that she changed her name that quickly after his passing, since the process takes a little bit more time. Someone who went to school with her also posted a photo book from school with pictures taken before her dad died, and the name reads Dove Cameron. So no one really knows the deal with her name or the reason behind it. On several instances, the actress has posted pictures of herself without makeup and has talked about the importance of natural beauty. However, many of her fans believe that she has enhanced her natural features with plastic surgery. Some obvious altercations involve her full lips and a nose job. The actress, however, has yet to confirm or deny these allegations. If you're a fan of Dove Cameron, you'll be excited to know that she has a number of exciting upcoming projects. In 2020, BJ Novak was set to write, direct, and star in a horror film called Vengeance, with the cast composed of Issa Rae, Ashton Kutcher, Boyd Holbrook, and Dove Cameron, who's set to play a character named Kansas City. The film follows a radio host from New York City who travels down south to investigate the murderer of his girlfriend and find out what really happened to her. Although production began in New Mexico in early 2020, it was paused due to COVID-19, and fortunately, though, the film is now finally scheduled to be released on July 29th, 2022. Another upcoming film of Dove's includes the psychological thriller film Isaac, which stars R.J. Mitt as the titular character Isaac and Dove Cameron as Cassie. The film follows Isaac, a young reclusive mortician, who meets a friendly waitress Cassie one night at a diner, and after they have an instant connection, the pair set out to commit a revenge murder together in the name of love. Dove talked about the film in an interview, saying, "It's basically one of those films where you never really know what's real as an audience member. It's very dark and very different from everything I've done before." That film is set to be released in 2022. A live-action Powerpuff Girls series based on the Cartoon Network series created by Craig McCracken was announced to be in development at the CW back in August of 2020. According to the early scripts, the series depicted Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup as disillusioned 20-somethings, resentful at losing their childhood to fighting crime and faced with the choice of reuniting when the world needs them more than ever. The script is produced by Warner Brothers. Chloe Bennett, Dove Cameron, and Yana Peralt were cast as Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup, while Donald Faison is set to play Professor Utonium. Nicholas Padani as the show's version of villain Jojo, named Joseph Jojo Jr., and Robin Lively as Miss Bellum. However, after some flashback from the fans following the script leak, the CW announced that the pilot would be reworked and rewritten with the cast and crew remaining on board. Bennett dropped out of the project due to scheduling conflicts. However, Dove's name is still attached to the project. And that's all we have for you today, folks. Are you excited for Dove Cameron's upcoming projects? Let us know down below.